EVs. EVs gonna cost you some money too. I tell you. Like I said, they're going over this climate change stuff. Like I said, we're trying to solve climate change. Like, all right, that car you drive, that gasoline, is getting you. So they want you to try EVs, and then they go hard on the climate change stuff. It ain't just that. They everywhere with it, and so forth. And so, like I said, and they go hard about trying to get you to go for it. And then, I tell you, you think that politics in this country is crazy. And it is. It is. I'm pretty sure with all the selection year stuff, y'all probably hear all types of messages and so forth, and attack ass left and right. You just over here minding your business, trying to have a good day, just smiling like, yeah. The football game come on, and then next year you hear such and such wants to take this away from you, or such and such like these prisoners out, such and such made this judgment rules against you, and you like, man, you over here messing with my energy right now with all that craziness. But it's also, it ain't just here. Over in China, it's craziness too. I tell you. And like some stuff is universal. I'm gonna say this: some stuff is universal, right? And so I've noticed. Where we're working, man. Have you ever been somewhere, right? And you walking. Let's say you go to walk into Walmart or walking into the grocery store, and they got the lines divided. Like, okay, you go this aisle, you go this lane right here, and this lane is for this direction, and then you got the other one over here saying the arrow going back which way. So you got all the directions. And when somebody ain't following the directions, well, you know what they do? You see them out there. They driving their car, they going down the wrong way, and you see them, you lock eyes with them, and they look off. Yeah, they look off like they can't, because they looked off like, okay, I ain't looking at you, so I ain't doing wrong. Yeah. That happened in China. Woo. Yes, it did. You know what I'm saying? But man was like, yo, and the dude was like, what you talking about? I don't even know what you talking about. He was like, yo. He was like, dude was like, yo, man, what's going on? Dude was looking off like, I don't know. I tell you, that's the craziest thing ever. But like I said though, we gonna get into it. And so, working man. Well, let's get into our first story today. We'll go back to Apple. So Apple is changing its service prices. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So like I said, inflation is everywhere, right? Even though it's a service they give you, already bought the expensive iPhone. So you already tapped in to get their services, and they're like, we got to round some numbers off. So Apple is raising its prices from $9.99 to $10.99 per month. Yep. So you gonna hit that dollar, but if you got a family plan, yes you do. You paying $14.99 for your family plan. Now you pay $16.99 for your family plan. Yes, I'm like, what's going on, Apple? Why we increasing it? So y'all sell your phones. I mean, y'all getting that bread. I mean, I understand, inflation. Just because it's out there, y'all ain't got to go get it. I mean, like, so what's next? Y'all gonna increase the iPhone price, or the tablets, or other things y'all are making and so forth? But like I said though, I'm like, well, like I'm gonna try to figure out where we at right now. I mean, I granted. You know what I'm saying? Inflation is out here, and so because inflation out here, everybody got to charge you more. Regardless if it costs them more or not, they got to charge you more. But I'm like this. Really? If you ain't got to, why? Seriously, it ain't like Apple making all this stuff in America. So I'm like, what we doing, Apple? I mean, man, you want to gouge the working man? Whatever. Man. So, working man, you know what? Why is it that we are always under attack? Yeah, real talk. We are always under attack, working man. What do you mean? Yes, you in the back. I'm gonna tell you this. So when businesses look at expenses and costs, right? They will pay whatever. Say they rent on their building and their office went up. Okay, fine, whatever. They eat that. But their cost of goods went up. Yeah, okay, they eat that too. But like I said, they were like, oh, we cannot pay the worker more. The worker's the first one to go. And I'm thinking to myself, why is it that? Why can't there be capital expenditures change? Why can't something else over here? Why can't that over there change? Right? Why does the stacks to the break room go? The employee go, and then the stacks to the break room go. So everything just did with the employee go. But why don't there be no change? Like, okay, we need to find another vendor to make whatever we make it. Hey, we need to change our another provider over here to save money. That decision doesn't get made. It's the you get done. Yes. And so the reason I bring that up is you got Facebook, Meta Platforms is the company, and Facebook is, one of the brands, and the investors want capital expenditures to be cut, and i.e. they want jobs cut. So I'm thinking to myself, why they want jobs? Why is it always like I said, why can't we be innovative? Why is it always less or more? It's like everything else keep going. Okay, we gonna still pay. Hey, electric bill went up. Let's pay the electric bill. Taxes went up. Oh, let's pay that. To get this particular material kit went up. Okay, sign that. Employees, y'all fired because of that. I'm like, what in the world? Why is it that is the approach, working man? I'm thinking to myself is we got investors, right? You know what I'm saying? Mark runs the whole thing over there. You know what I'm saying? He set it up. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a lot of the tech companies out here that goes public, a lot of them give away the whole boat to get the money to go public. Mark, I'm gonna apply Mark. He kept control of the company. It gave ancillary things away to grow it. I said, I'm going to give you that you was on top of that. But everybody else, they give away everything and hope that, who they gave it away love them. But like that. But back to the story, though. Back to the story. So the thing is this right here, right? So the investors want Meta to cut 20%. And 20%, and the 20% they found a cut. That's right, the 20% they found a cut. The people, it's just, we're going to cut enough employees to get to that 20%. I'm thinking to myself, there ain't nothing else to cut. Maybe you own a data center, sell a data center, and then co-load a data center or something along those lines. Maybe move some stuff around. Why has it got to be the employees they got to fill it? My thing is this. Why? Why is it that the working man that builds working man put that work in and got it, right? Built you up. Or was the first one to go. Why is that? I don't understand. Why is it the working man? I'm going to say it again. Why is it the working man the first to go when companies have issues? Why can't they do some other stuff? So I was the working man. Well, I'll just get rid of them and then we bring some more back when we get them and so forth. I don't understand it. Real talk. If you need to do something, to fix something, to manufacture something, why you would think that let me keep my employees. Oh, I need y'all to roll that way now, 100%. But nah, it's like all right, hard times. Y'all over there, that whole department over there, y'all get out of here. So it's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. But hey, that's the old school. Hey, let's control people by who clocks in, throw them out, you know what I'm saying? Find some more people later. I tell you, whatever. That working man, I tell you. Let's go around the world a little bit. Let's go to China. So Xi Jinping is the leader over there in China. He won him a third term in leadership over there. Now, old buddy controlling a lot over there. And it's to the point where man got his hand on the power, and like anywhere else in the world, you know what I'm saying, no matter what your religion, creed, or whatever it is, power, hey man, it's hard to let go of that power. Hard to let go of it. And GG Payne ain't let go of that power. I mean, and my old buddy pretty cold with it too. I'm gonna say this, he's pretty cold with it. Now I'm gonna tell you this. So, hey, let me set the scene for you. So he got reelected back in there. Reelected, and so Buddy's sitting there. He's sitting in his chair, right? This is cold. Check it out. This is cold. It's cold. So, dude was a former president of somewhere else in the country, and so he got rid of Buddy. And so dude was sitting right here beside you. Like, yo, what's up, buddy? You know what I'm saying? Shook hands with him, you know what I'm saying? Probably, hey, can you pass the water, yo? And then next thing you know, so dude tapped him on the shoulder. Old buddy on the shoulder over here. Like, yo, come on with us. And then, so dude was like, yo, Gigi, what's going on? Hey, don't make me laugh. Gigi looked off like this. It's like, yo, Gigi, what's going on? Dude looked off. Gigi was looking off like, oh, I don't even know you over there. You over there? Somebody over there? And so forth. Like I said, though, it's getting interesting over there in China. It really is. And like I said, the Communist Party, yo, like I said, and then like I said, a lot of things in China that's like so far as a human right, and they got the zero COVID policy. So if anybody, we're locking the whole city down. And, I mean, they've been doing that the whole time, and it ain't necessarily helped. So, but I'm going to say this. I understand you got to do what you got to do, whatever you got to do. Okay, bet. Okay. Sure. But like I said, we down the road a long way. But I mean, honest, hey man, whatever, right? Whatever, right? You don't want nobody, you know what I'm saying, some snotty nose or whatever. But like I said, I try to like diminish it and just say that's all it is. There's a lot more to that than that. But like I said, old buddy, it's got the major grip on the country, right? And he, you know what I'm saying, he ain't letting it go. He's running it like straight dictator style. So, but anyway, it could be worse. It could be worse. But like I said, I look at here, like I said, we on our election years, we got all these crazy talks and so forth. But not, like I said, what's happening there. So, but anyway, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the coldest move I ever seen was Buddy sitting beside him. Was like, got escorted out by, whoever. And the dude was like, hey, what we doing here? My man look off. When you see a joker look off like that, it ain't never a good sign. And staying with around the world, working man. I got an interesting one for you, and that's might have you a little torn, right, working man? It's gonna have you a little torn. But it might not. It depends on your worldview or how you look at stuff and how you feel, right? And so there was a protesters in Germany. Yes, in Germany. And the protesters, let me tell you what the protesters did. And then, so they're looking at climate change. And so what they did, check this out. I don't even know how you sit back and think about this one. I'm like, maybe like, you had to like, don't like a particular food, and that's how you realize you want to do this. Yes. Okay, so some protesters in Germany went to an auction. Yep. They went to an auction, and they took mashed potatoes, depends on where you're at in the country, and threw them at a painting worth $110 million. Ugh. Climate change! Ugh. Climate change! So, yes, they did, y'all. Yes, they did. They took the mashed potatoes. My thing is this. Why mashed potatoes? I want to know, were they that kid back in the day? You know what I'm saying? Not Big Mama house. They did somebody else's house. And like, took their mashed potatoes in their head like, I eat this. Ugh, and threw it across the room. What happened with them? Like, what a gravy at? They no gravy? I can't mess with it. And so they took that and threw it at the painting. Worth $110,000. Crazy, right? And also, and then, like I said, they did all that. And Hamburg police arrested them for that. And then within this arrest, they said the painting wasn't harmed. I'm going to say that the painting wasn't harmed. The painting was behind the glass, behind the shield, they say. It was on display. You know what I'm saying? The paint was in the box. It was all covered up and so forth. And they just defiled the box. They want to know Germany's climate change group is responsible for 2 protesters throwing mashed potatoes at a painting and then kneeling in front of it and seeming to glue their hands to the wall. Really? Is that what we do? We go a little too hard in the paint, ain't we? I mean, you over here attacking a painting, saying you protesting climate change. Why you ain't just ride your bike every day where you go? And you say, hey, I ain't burn no glass. All right. Let's go back to this country here. Now, if you live in the great state of California, if you do, we broadcasting this show from the East Coast. But if you're out in California, just realize if you want a new car in 2035, it's gonna have to be an electric car. Yeah, buddy. California is banning gasoline sales of new cars in 2035. Yep. So, hopefully the price of these EV cars go down, because it will be ridiculous. No new cars. Everybody go outside the state, buy a car, bring it back in. Ooh. Dang. They go out of state and go buy their car. Yep. And then I tell you, climate change is big business, right? And the climate change investments has been super high. They are a whopping $226 billion spent on clean energy development during the first quarter of this year. 11% state. Yes, it is. Let's see, they 35%, 33% from wind investment increase globally. And China is making all the wind turbines. Ain't that something? Look at the Chinese. They're everywhere. Making it all. Oh. Now, let's go back to that EV car talk. So California's gonna make you in 2035 buy electric vehicles. Bet. Okay, right. And so the GMC Sirena Denali EV Edition 1 is going to cost you $108,000 for this car, for this truck actually, this truck. And in the range of this particular $100,000 truck, I'm like, man, 100 G's? Wow. You can buy a luxury sports car with that for $100,000. Almost buy a house. Used to almost buy a house. You know what I'm saying? Inflation everywhere. Gracious Allah. But yeah, so this truck, you can get it. You can get it today. $100 deposit you put on this truck, and you can put your name on one. And you got to put that 100 bands together. And this truck's supposed to have 400 miles of range with 754 horsepower and 9,000 feet of torque. So this electric truck, this $100,000 electric truck will be something. And you can get this truck in 2024. All right, California, go get you a GMC Sirena. And then, working man, we like talking sports around here. And the old guard had struggles this Sunday. Tom Brady lost didn't look like himself at all against the Carolina Panthers. Aaron Rodgers didn't look like Aaron Rodgers this weekend. Who they play this weekend? They played the Commanders at all teams. And they took the L. So I'm like, hey man, what's going on in football right now? You got the old guard straight trash for some reason. I don't know. Tom, hey man, I understand you got a lot of family things going on. You better matter of fact, hey, after that last chip, man, you should have called it a day. You know what I'm saying? Save everything. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers. I guess Devontae, you said Devontae want that dude. I guess Devontae that dude for real now, ain't he? And then, hey, man, the Carolina Panthers, CMC all the way to the 49ers. CMC, for the carries he had, look good. That's all I said. Looking at the NFL, it's surprising teams. Like the Philadelphia Eagles are winning. And disappointing teams like Denver, Tampa Bay, and Green Bay. They're supposed to be the old guard. QB supposed to be that dude having their problems. Like I said, we will stay on top of it. And like I said, and with that said, this has been the Brandon T Show, and this is the Working Man Committee. Sign off. Peace.